Hello and welcome. This is Gail Moffat on A1R Radio and Moonstruck TV. You can find me on Facebook. I'm on Gail Moffat, spiritualist medium and teacher, and also Gail Moffat. And now, before we take two calls to chat to two people that are looking for some readings, I'd like to talk a little bit about the concept of energy. Now, as a medium and a psychic, I work very much with energy. I'm looking to sense the energy of yourself when you call in, or the people you want to talk about. I'm looking to sense the energy of a communicator in the spirit world. So everybody that is living or has passed has an energy. And this is important to know, because this is our go-to when we're psychics and mediums. This is how we recognize different people and different aspects about different people. Because if you think about it, everybody has an aura, and in that aura is the energy field. But there's more things on this planet that is energetic, if you like, than just the people that are on it. Everything that is living has an energy, and so that will include the animal kingdom, insects, trees, plants, flowers, and all sorts of things like that. It will also include the planet, the Mother Earth. And when the planet was formed, a lot of crystals were formed, and so the crystals have been there since time immemorial, but for most of them. And so they have metamorphosed as the earth has evolved. And so in a way, they're like the DNA print of this earth. And each crystal that you may come across will have an energy. And what's so incredible about crystals is they can sometimes have a healing energy, which is just wonderful. So you can pick, there's lots of books about crystals, and in particular, I know of a book that was written by Judy Hall, and it's called The Crystal Bible. So if anybody's interested in exploring more about crystals, that's a really good go-to book to start with. Now, in it, you will see lots of things about different crystals, and I've picked one crystal. I think you could probably see it here. Now, this is green, and it's called aventurine. And this is a really protective stone, because it will protect you from like mobile phones, the devastation of mobile phones. It will also help you with your mental alertness and mental health, and it will also help with adrenals. So if you're very stressed or need help with your emotions, aventurine to carry on you and is a really good stone, because the energy just blends with your energy and just settles everything down, which is just incredible how it works. And I wouldn't claim to be a crystal expert, but there are many people that actually specialize with crystals. But one of my favorites, I have to say, is aventurine, because I think it's very protective. It's it's beautiful as well. I quite like it as a stone. But one of the things that in this fast life where we're all very stressed, aventurine is your go-to stone for stress, to help you out. So I just thought I'd talk a little bit about energy and how that impacts on the crystals. Now, I think we'll go to our first caller. I believe we have Farah in Dallas, Texas. Can you hear me?
Yes, how are you?
What a lovely, happy voice. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to talk to you.
Oh, well, it's very nice to talk to you too. And how can I help you? Oh, by the way, I'm a medium, so I can connect to loved ones in the spirit world, or I can look at what's going on in your life. What would you like me to do?
I love life. I have been in a relationship for more than 1 year, and I need your insight into that. If you think it's going to work out or not, or if I'll have someone else.
Right. So you. Let me just recap because the sound isn't brilliant. So you've been in a relationship for a year, did you say?
Yes.
And you just want to know whether it's going to work out or not.
Correct.
Right. Okay. Now, is this person a little bit younger than you?
No, he is older than me by 9 years.
He's older than you by 9 years. Okay, because I knew that one of you was a little bit younger. So that's you then, isn't it, that we're looking at? Now, when I look at him and link into him, he can be quite serious. Would that make sense to you?
Yes.
And I feel that he feels quite serious and committed to the idea of being in a relationship. And I feel that he, in his mind, is thinking things through as to where he wants to go with this relationship. But I think that it's more on your part where you're thinking, is this going to, you're putting questions and of, I don't know, is doubt too strong a word? No, I don't know if that's too strong a word. But there's certainly sort of questions in your mind, is this the right person? But I feel that with him, when I look at him, he feels like he's found the woman that he wants to be with. Does that make sense to you, Farah?
Yes, it does. Yes.
And the other thing that I feel with you is that it's almost like it's all happened a bit too quick. It's sort of he's trying to sweep you off your feet, and you're thinking, whoa, hold on a moment, am I ready for this? Oh, and are you the right? And are you the right person? And so I've got all of that sort of, the doubt and the little bit of insecurity comes from you as opposed to him. He's there, wants it, and wants to. If I look at him, if I were to sort of speak to him, I think he would probably be saying to me, he's found the woman of his dreams. He wants to get married. He wants to get, the full hog and wants everything. He just wants to be with you. That's the feeling I get. It's like he has no doubts as I connect to him. So I know that and it's like on the one hand you look at it and you think, I really like you and I can see myself being really, really happy with you. But it's almost like he's sort of rushing you a little bit, or it's going a bit too faster than you're ready for. Does that all make sense as I explain it?
Yes, it does make sense. Yes.
But I know that in time you will sort of settle down into the relationship, because one of the wonderful things about this man is he's solid. And with you, I think that you're not so solid. Well, you're solid, but in a flighty way. It's like he's somebody that would very easily be your rock, solid and secure and sort of be there in a very supportive way throughout your life. And I don't see, and he's also somebody that you could 100% rely upon, because I don't feel that he would ever mess you around in a way that sometimes these things happen in relationships, but I don't think he would ever. No, he wouldn't. He would just, he's not that sort of man, is he? He's just, he's just solid. And I just know that with you that you, it's like you need. I need to sort of reassure you just how good he will be, but I feel that it's like you will sort of continue to not allow him to sort of whisk you off too quickly, and you're just going to take your time a little bit more with things. But I do believe that as time goes by, this is going to be a relationship that grows and grows with your feelings and your heart and your love. And now your grandmother in the spirit world is the person that's been telling me all of this. And she's telling me all about your relationship with him. So that's where I've got my information from. And my guide has stepped in. His name's Arthur. He's a monk, and is just saying to me that it was very important that your grandmother comes and talks to you, because she was equally somebody that. I'm hearing the word solid again. It's an unusual word. It's not an expression I would use, but I just feel that she wants to. It's like she very much wants to see you. It's very much like a grandma thing, isn't it? She wants to see you settled down and happy. And I just know that she. It's like she wants to reassure you that everything will be all right, because she's been lucky enough to see, go into the records and see the sort of outcome of everything. And I know that things are going to be run very, very smoothly and good. He's just going to be where you are sort of, will go off and do this and want to do this and think about this, and your mind can be in all different directions. He's just going to be very, very solid for you and very secure for you. And in a way, I feel that it's somebody that sort of person you need in your life, because you're there's been many years where you haven't had security in the way that he can offer it to you. And it will, but as time goes on, I just know that you're going to settle into this relationship, and it's going to be a good one. And
when you see me getting married?
Sorry?
When you think I'm going to get married?
When do I think you're going to get married?
Yes.
Well, if it was up to him, next week. I think that he'd be pulling a ring out of his pocket and or he might take you to Vegas. I don't know. It's like, I just know that if it was up to him, he would be whisking you off very, very quickly, because he adores you. He really does, really, really does love you. But what I want to say is that this is your call. This is your shout. And it's like, if you, it can be done when you want. But because does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. It does.
And I wouldn't be at all surprised if eventually you come round to the idea and do get married. But I just feel that you're sort of wanting to just doubly make sure, or just let me just give it a few more months. Just let me just check. And I feel that. And I feel also children as well.
How many?
good question. I'm not sure how many. I'm not being given a thing, but I just feel that there's going to be I'm feeling like a family environment. This is going to be a really serious long-term relationship, and neither of you are going anywhere. Well, you're going somewhere with each other, but not going in different directions. You're sticking together. And sometimes Spirit give me this expression. And when I get this expression, I know it's a good relationship. And I'm hearing it's a match made in heaven. And when I get that, I know that this is something that's, this is a very spiritual connection, a soul connection, and it will be a good connection. You got nothing to worry about. Just enjoy it.
That's great. And then can you tell me about my job, career?
Well, I'm going to have to leave it there because otherwise I'll go over time, and I've got my next caller waiting. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and thank you very much, Farah, for ringing in, and maybe we'll speak again soon.
All right. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you, Farah. Bye-bye. Right. Now, Monique in Augusta, Georgia. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello. Is that Monique?
Yes, it is.
Hi. What a beautiful name, Monique. It sounds French. Have you got French in you?
I do not.
Oh, right. Sounds French, doesn't it? It sounds very exotic.
Yes, it is. But no, I have not French at all.
I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful name. So as I said to the last caller, I work as a medium, so I can connect to loved ones in the spirit world, but I can also look at what's going on in your life. And I was just wondering how you'd like me to work with you this evening.
Actually, I just had a question. I was in a long relationship that ended in January due to him cheating for the second time, and I walked away. And he actually reached out and called today, and I was just kind of wondering why.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, I want to, say how sorry I am to hear that you're going through this, and I know that this is going to be an incredibly difficult time for you. And what I want to say is that I feel with him that he his head's all over the place, and he's a little bit confused, and I feel that he knows that he's made a mistake, because I feel that the what he. I don't feel that it's almost like the grass isn't greener when I look at it, and I know that when he talks I feel that I'm not sure that he's brave enough to say that he wants to come back, but I'm not sure if he's able to go there, because he feels there's a little bit of anger with him, actually, almost like it's a bit cheeky, really, but he sort of feels that you were a bit too hasty chucking him out.
That I was?
Yeah, that's how I feel he feels. And I
found him at another woman's house. I wasn't hasty at all. I did the right thing.
Yeah, no. But I just get this feeling with him that he's he's very apprehensive about the future, and very he's feeling a little bit secure. He's feeling angry at how you dealt with things. This is just what I'm saying, how he's feeling. This is not my opinions at all.
Right.
I don't, and I just feel that his head is all over the place as to how he's going to survive and live. And I just feel that the situation with this other woman, I just get the feeling with him that he hasn't been able to secure security with her in the way that he would like. So I know that he's feeling very insecure about moving forward and his life. And I feel that it's something to do with finances or money that he wants to talk to you about. But he feels, his energy feels quite heavy and sort of weighed down. He's definitely struggling as a result of his actions with life at the moment. Does all that make sense to you?
Yes. Is he still with this other woman?
Did you say he is still with the other woman?
I'm asking, is he still with the other woman?
Oh, you're asking. Well, what I'm sensing is that it's not the relationship that where you could just go off into the sunset with. It just feels like it's problematic, it's difficult, and he's unable to achieve some sort of level of long-term security with this woman, because I feel that it's not a match that is. It's like he's seeing that he's made an absolute mistake in his life, and he's having regrets of how he's behaved and what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel that long term, I don't know whether he's with this woman today or not, but what I do know is long term, I don't feel that this relationship will work, because he is they just don't have that sort of compatibility. And also, I feel that his work life is taken a strain as well. He's not putting his all into work at the moment. It's taken a little bit of a strain, a little bit of a backseat.
Okay, so why is he reaching out to me now? It's been like 5 months.
I feel that there's an issue over finances, and I feel that he is. I wouldn't be at all surprised. I wouldn't be at all surprised if he looks to rekindle some sort of level of friendship with you.
To think I'm going to help him with his finances?
I think the answer is no. But I just know that he's got financial issues. There's something to do with. I feel that he does and wants to come back. Does that make sense to you?
I guess, but I mean, if he's coming back now because he has financial issues, and it's more like he's coming back to see if it's going to benefit him, not that he wants to come back to actually be with me.
Well, I do feel that he's got regrets for doing what he's done, and I feel that what he's realised through this whole process is how much more compatible he was with you than he was with this other woman. Because it's I just feel that this other woman wasn't expecting, or I feel like they didn't know each other properly, and it was sort of, and it's caused, and I don't feel that they just don't feel compatible. It just feels like it's not the right relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've just been told I've got 60 seconds left of the show, so it will suddenly cut off. But is there any other question you'd like to ask before it
No,
cuts?
that was it.
Well, I just want to say that I'm sorry that you're going through this, because I know firsthand what that feels like,
Right.
and it's. But I do know that he is having regrets and would like to talk to you on a rekindle things, is what I feel with you.